Hey guys, it's Carly and Frankie here. Um, it's our first week of LGBT advice questions. Yay! So we have three questions today. Pretty, normal questions. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys some advice and it'll be helpful. And if not, I'm sorry I failed you. Don't fire me. Anyways, first question. Bam. I like boys and girls. What do I do? I feel like a lot of people have this kind of dilemma. I've gotten a lot of questions on my personal Tumblr about this. I've gotten a lot of questions from people who I know in real life. What do I do? Um, and I always kind of say the same thing. Follow your heart. Like, that's pretty much it. Do what makes you happy. Follow your heart. You don't need to confine yourself into some type of label if you don't want to. If you don't feel like that describes you and that fits you, then fuck it. Who gives a shit? Like, you have no need to label yourself or to pick a side or to pick a team or, who gives a fuck? Really. Just follow your heart, follow your gut, and do what makes you happy. If you find a person with a penis in their pants and you're like, hey, I really like you, that's fucking awesome. If you find a person with a vagina in their pants, you're like, hey, I really like you, that's fucking awesome. If you find a person with a fucking penny in their pants, that's fucking awesome. Who gives a shit? Just follow your gut, follow your heart, follow, what turns you on. I mean, come on, that's kind of an important part. Anyways, yeah, just follow your gut and your heart. There's no need to label yourself or confine yourself in some type of box. Just because some of us in the community do, doesn't mean you have to. You fucking walk to the beat of your own fucking drum. Second question. This one, I must say I have a bit of experience with. This girl sent us a question and she said, help me like convince people that I'm gay. How do I convince people that I'm gay? Yeah. It's really annoying, isn't it? And you're like, yeah, I'm gay, and they're like, no, shut the fuck up, I'm gay. But anyways, yeah. Basically, I wish I could be like, oh, just drink this magic potion and then everyone will believe you. It doesn't work like that. I mean, you could conform to some type of, what society thinks a lesbian or a gay person or whatever looks like or acts like. But the thing is, if that's not you, then you're not going to be happy. You're going to be fucking miserable because you're not going to be being true to yourself. So really, in the long run, you kind of just have to say fuck it and tell them to suck your dick and deal with it, There's nothing really you can do. I mean, unless you want to change yourself and make yourself something that you're not and make yourself miserable, that's kind of it. Just be true to yourself. You don't need anyone else to believe you or to, validate your sexuality. You don't need that shit. Fuck them. They don't believe you, they don't believe you. Tell them to suck your dick. That's what I do. It works pretty well. They normally just walk away. But, yeah, you don't need somebody's validation on your sexuality to, convince you that, yes, this is true. As long as you're being true to yourself and you are being real with yourself, fuck everyone else, honestly. Seriously. Just fuck them. Final question. How do I meet girls? This person is attracted to guys and girls and is having trouble, meeting girls. I mean, it can kind of be hard sometimes. Unless you're like at Pride or something. What the fuck are you doing? Anyways, sorry. Unless you're at like Pride or something. But essentially, just get involved. That's, Google that shit. Find, type fucking gay shit in town X. And then hit enter and, there's tons of stuff out there, especially if you're from like a bigger town. You're not from like, if you're from like fucking podunk, middle of nowhere, population 5, I'm sorry, but there's probably not going to be that much gay shit around you. Sorry. But if you're from like a bigger, more metropolitan area, like fucking, LA, Sacramento, Phoenix, New York, fucking, I don't know, Seattle, all that shit. If you're near there, then you're probably going to find more shit. Um, there's tons of groups, activities, organizations, community centers. There's shit everywhere. But the thing is if you don't go out and look for it, it's not going to come knocking on your door. You've got to be proactive and be like, hey, I want to meet more homos. I want to meet more trans. I want to meet more bi. I want to meet more, whatever. People in the LGBTQ community. Then you're going to have to go out and be proactive and Google that shit, ask around, ask, if you have like one gay friend, ask them if they know any gay shit. Like, really, a lot of it's word of mouth, a lot of it's Google. Go to prides. Everyone should fucking go to prides. Prides are amazing. They're these beautiful gathering of the gays and everyone just is so loving. I fucking love prides. But yeah, be proactive, go to prides, put yourself out there. Really, that's all you can do. Yeah, that's it. Recap. Who gives a fuck? You don't need to label yourself. Follow your heart. Fuck people. Don't change yourself for anyone else. If you're happy with the way you look and you act, then that's all that fucking matters. You don't need to conform to some type of stereotype for their validation on your sexuality. Be out there. Get yourself out there. Be proactive. Google that shit. And that's it. So, as usual, send us questions, subscribe, tell your friends, look out for our videos. We put a new one out every single fucking day. Every day. Yeah, make sure you send us questions though, because without your questions, we can't do shit. Like literally right now after you're done watching this video, go and ask us a question. Now, please. But yeah, that's it. This has been Carly for your LGBT Advice Tuesdays, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Can I help you? Bitches be blowing up my phone.